YouTube, what's going on? West Coast Gamers here. We are back with Gallop Racer 2000. As we left off in the last video, I said I wanted to retire two of my horses, but before we even get to that point, we're going to go ahead and race them one last time to see if we can get a decent My Horse. I plan on retiring our actual My Horse, which is Silly Goose, with Spy Pageant. The stats, their stamina is really good. I'm just really curious what type of horse will get stamina-wise by breeding those two if we can. And Silly Goose has had almost 20 races. This will be her 20th race in this video. Best finishing result we've had is second. Still haven't gotten a win. So we'll see what we can do. So let's go ahead and enter both of them in a race here. Silly Goose, give a week off. We'll actually go ahead and put Spy Pageant in a race. 11 to 15 furlongs. Turf, maybe. We still don't even have a preference in my spreadsheet. So it's just not a whole lot of 11 and 16 is too far, but we have the stamina. I'm kind of curious. This is all the way in October. What month is it now? Okay, September, so maybe go to... We have the stamina. Let's go ahead and try it, because if we can outlast the rest of the field, we might get a decent result. And then Silly Goose, I'll put it in a race in a couple of weeks. So Silly Goose likes the dirt still. Here's an 8.5 grade 3. She's not in optimal racing condition, but she's in the green, which means she's not terrible. This is a grade 3, so she's going to be challenged. This is in Boston. I'll go ahead and ring that up, and we'll see what we can do here. So technically both of these races, well, this race for Silly Goose is no problem. It's just she's not at 100%, and we're the long shot. So it's a grade 3 race though. She's not even meant for this level of competition. I just wanted to see, based off of the surface, which we've had better success at with her running on dirt as opposed to turf. I just want to see what happens. But this being a grade 3 is obviously going to be a lot tougher field for her. But let's see. Good start, at least. Really good start. And, yeah, we'll kind of just tuck her to the inside here. Don't want to bump this horse in front of me. Alright, let's keep moving, and we're in the blue right now, so she seems content with the positioning and the feel, so hopefully this will continue to work for us. Getting, my frames dropped by 10. I'm usually supposed to be getting a smooth 60. We're kind of at 50, which is unusual. Don't know why. Slow pace, not fantastic. I forgot, they're going to start moving on the stretch now. Do I want to save an inside trip? No, the inside's too blocked. Alright, let's go ahead and make a move right now. See what we can do here. Don't know what Silly Goose is going to be able to do. We are rolling way on the outside. I could have kept her on the inside, but I didn't want to risk being blocked. So whoever is up there is really killing it. See, I can feel the stamina has played a huge role in a lot of these finishes, because we're able to outlast some of the field. We just don't have the speed that we need. You know what I mean? We lack the speed in the stretch. We finished 3 places higher than we were supposed to. That's not a bad showing. 8th out of 11. For a grade 3, that's not terrible. So she definitely likes the turf. I mean, the dirt better than the turf. But like I said, I think I'm going to retire. Retire her at 4 years old. Spy Pageant probably at 3. Just because I'm naturally curious about the My Horse we may get. And, yeah. So she's not ready to race again. But we'll enter her in a race in a couple of weeks or a month from now. She should be good by October 2nd. But she needs to run 8. This is another grade 3. I'm going to skip the grade 3s. Here's one. 8 furlongs on the dirt. The dirt? I was going to say the dirt and not turf, so I said the dirt. Here in Washington, D.C. 8 furlongs on the dirt. We'll see how she performs in a couple of weeks or about a month there. Spy Pageant is racing a week before her. And I'm not racing any of my other horses, so we're just going to skip. And it's race day for Spy Pageants, which I think we're running 16 furlongs here. This is going to be a long race. Oh, wow. Mega long shot. Well, then it's a field of 12. We need to finish better than that. That'll be a good finish. But I keep forgetting, since this isn't Gallop Racer 2004, technically, that doesn't matter. It's just something for me to set as a goal for myself. You know what I mean? Because if you're finishing better than what you're projected, I still think it probably is better for the horse. Okay, slow it down a little bit. Man, this is going to be a long race, bro. We have the stamina. I mean, Spy Pageant's stamina for turf and dirt, I think, is almost at 80, right? And Silly Goose's is like at 70. So the stamina for both of those horses are great. Hopefully, like I can get a really solid long distance horse out of it with good stamina and better speed. Better speed than what they both have. And then we'll have a chance to kind of keep breeding that line to get those really, really strong long distance horses, you know. Especially for the longer G1 races. That'll be really helpful. So Spy Pageant is comfortable right now. We got the blue triangle, which means this is pretty much perfect rhythm, perfect feel. And doesn't look like we're going to be able to make an inside trip. I would love it, but it's too many horses. So we're probably going to have to swing really far wide once we get to the stretch. Stamina's been good, though. Stamina has been good. I'm going to stay right here because I could move to the inside, but then we're going to have to make a major swing to the outer, I mean, look, they're like 7 wide up there. Like, my goodness, that's so crazy. Why would you ever want to take such a long trip like that? Golly. Okay. We may be able to make an inside trip. If those horses up there move, I don't know. We'll see. They might fan out a little bit. Okay, they actually did fan out for us, so yeah, we got space right here. Spy Pageant not really feeling it right now, apparently, but we're not doing terrible still. Aw, really? Golly. Look at this inside trip. Holy crap. Guys, we were supposed to come dead last. That is an 8th place finish. That's an 8th place finish. Horse was upset towards the later ending of the race for whatever reason once we hit the final 3.5 furlongs, and we still ended up finishing 8th. Stamina, though, man, I definitely felt the stamina played a key, so I'm definitely going to be retiring these two, if we're certain, if we're sure, in this video. And we'll see what type of horse we get. I hope it's a horse with solid stamina. I'll be really annoyed if we don't get one with solid stamina. That would kind of be like, honestly. One more race here with Silly Goose. And we'll see if we can try to get a win. This is her last race regardless. So hopefully we go out with a really good one. And still the long shot. Which doesn't even matter because every race we've been the long shot, we've finished above our odds. So we're probably not going to win unless I time my spurt at the right time. And usually I'm catching the field too late, which means I'm timing my spurts too late. So we may need to get our spurt timed a little sooner here. That we have a chance to actually run down more horses. Because, like I said, we're timing them too late, and we're just passing the field. We're just getting caught up to the field by the time the race ends. So I got to time my spurts a little sooner, and maybe we can actually get a better result, a placing finish. You see, in Gallop Racer 2004, I'm timing my spurts, I feel like... Well, again, I'm timing them too late, because then the head-to-head stuff actually is a factor in the game. Like, if a horse loses that head-to-head battle because you started too late, that actually demotivates them. So I'm definitely starting too late in both games. But let's get going now. I don't know where to go. I guess I'm swinging outside because... Oh, wait. We got space right here. Hopefully this horse doesn't move over, and it does. Okay, we're just going to move right here. I don't like this. Okay, we're going to move outside. Maybe I should have stayed there. I don't like it. We have no space anywhere. I probably should have stayed where I was because we're just completely blocked. Last place. That shouldn't have even happened. They were, I mean, what? 8 wide. 8 wide. I guess I could have swung out further, but it is what it is. It is what it is. I either should have stayed where I was closer to the inside, or I should have made the initial move to just go to the outside anyways. Kind of bummed out because I feel like we could have finished better in that race, but it doesn't matter anymore. Does it? Maybe it does. I don't know. I feel like we can still maybe get a win. So what I'm going to do here, still not going to enter those other horses. I'm going to give Silly Goose a couple weeks off. And we'll try racing her one more time. She should be relatively good. No, green. That's fine. All right, let's see. 10.5. She can run the 10.5. There's also a 6. There's another 8 next week. She has the stamina. Let's go ahead and do the 10.5. I think, and this is dirt, so this will be the last race of this video, and we'll see if we do everything right. Can we actually win? And wow, not bad odds today. 12.7. I don't know the odds in decimal terms. I only know fractions. Like, yeah. So, not bad odds today. We're projected to come. We're supposed to finish in front of 4 horses, so we're supposed to finish 7th apparently. So let's see if we do. So we're supposed to finish 7th or higher. Our last race for Silly Goose. Hopefully this is a solid one. And we get everything timed up properly. Also, what I love about these older games, the seasons actually changed. Look at the background. The trees are actually orangish yellow. It's amazing how much more detail is in the older games than the newer ones, despite the graphics. You know what I mean? It's the same for Horse Racing Manager. Like, I'm actually going to upload the original Horse Racing Manager game very soon. I have it on my Mac, and the detail in that game when it comes to the background of the race courses is so much better than the details for Horse Racing Manager 2. Now, the overall graphics, of course, for the newer horse racing games are much better, but the attention to the small details, that's dramatically different. Now, I didn't realize we were in the front the whole time. This is not good. So we're gonna drop back in. Yeah, Silly Goose likes to be a complete closer. So we'll see. We'll see. The stamina is still really good on this horse. We can still have a good finish. I'm gonna get going now. Just want to kind of get the jump on the field. I just want to see what's gonna happen. Let's see what happens here with Silly Goose. We are neck and neck with that horse on the inside. They are not trying to let us run. And stamina definitely got us here today. So yeah, that's what happens when you get going too early. Stamina does screw you. Yeah, she was in the yellow the whole time. Well, I tried it. I'm not disappointed. Maybe that could have been a better trip if I would have waited. But regardless, I wanted to see what happens if we got going a little sooner. And obviously that didn't work out. So it's all good. It is all good because now we're going to retire her in Spy Pageant. Create a new horse and see if that new horse will have the stats I want. So not horse shop. Let's go to horse data. What is that going off? That's an alarm. Oh, it's a stopwatch. So I'm doing laundry. Clean clothes, not dirty ones. So we're going to retire Silly Goose. Okay, Common Knight wants the race, so we'll get her in a race for next video. We'll retire Spy Pageant. Do you want to breed? Yes. And then Silly Goose. Free the Tap is also very anxious. I waited too long to race those horses. Yes, we want to breed. Those horses are pretty impatient, so I need to get them in races really soon. In fact, I might treat you guys to something special here today. Let's just go ahead and get 2 races done. Common Knight. Phoenix is the race course, 6 furlongs, and we can find it. The Mile Champ Cup. It's within this horse's distance. Let's give it a shot. I mean, if we can race it, why not? The rating did drop from 79. That's weird. Both of their ratings dropped. Common Knight's turf rating was a 80 overall. Free the Tap wants to race 7 to 10 furlongs on the turf. I mean, I don't know. Let's try this grade 3. We're gonna go ahead and race these 2, and then we'll go ahead and breed Spy Pageant and Silly Goose and see what type of my horse we can get. Free the Tap. Not terrible odds. We're projected to finish 7th or 6th, so horse is a little angry, but we'll see if we can calm him down here. And then, yeah, have a decent result here in Atlantic City. Well, technically the race course is in Washington, D.C. The race is called Atlantic City. Atlantic City isn't Baltimore, though. Baltimore's pretty close to D.C., so I guess that kind of makes sense. Okay, so Free the Tap. Really good start here. Looking pretty strong. Slow down a little too much. What the hell? I was going to say what the HE double hockey sticks, and I said what the heck. Like I said, the problem with this horse is he wants to be the front runner, but I don't want to kill his stamina, and I know that would come into play despite he doesn't have great stamina. So I don't like shooting the horses to the front. I don't like taking so much stamina to shoot them to the front. You know what I mean? I feel like that always comes to kind of bite you back later in the race when you need it the most. So I just try to get them as close to the front as possible and then just hang in there. So we're going to wait. Okay, now we're going to roll. Let's see what we can do here. We can win this because we're not a long shot. We are not a long shot, so we can win this race. Oh, that horse is going to get blocked. Can he move? Nope. I didn't block him. He got blocked on his own accord. And this horse just flies right up. Now there he is. Okay, I think we came 7th, so that's still not a bad finish. We came where we were supposed to. Yep, 7th for Free the Tap. Free the Tap is a solid horse. Stats may not be the greatest, but it's a better my horse, I think, than Silly Goose, from my understanding. I think it is. Grade 1, Mile Champ Cup. And not terrible odds. We have a chance. We have a chance here. So we'll see what combination. We'll see what she's able to do here in this grade 1 for the Mile Cup. I'm not expecting a win. If we place top 5, we're gonna get some sort of money. So if we can get a top 5 finish, that'll be awesome. All right, 8 furlongs on the turf here in San Francisco for the Mile Champ Cup with our 3-year-old filly, Common Knights. Good start. Good start. I'm gonna get her to the front. And let's overtake. We can. We're looking pretty good so far, but the field is running with us too. I'm gonna get going in the stretch a little bit later because I've gotten going a little too early and stamina has definitely cost us, so I'm gonna wait. I'll let the other horses get going a little faster or a little sooner and then we'll go. She's not exactly comfortable, but then again she was also really anxious to race, so we're still gonna just cool it right here. We're not going to burn any stamina yet. Now we're going to roll. Let's see what happens. See what happens here with Common Knight. And we're running this horse down. Or maybe it's just tiring out. This is a grade 1. But now stamina got us. You see? That's why I like front runners, man. It's so much easier to save your stamina when your horse can just kind of coast in the back of the pack. I've never really liked front runners in horse racing. I've always felt the pressure to stay in the lead, and then you have to, like I said, you really have to use stamina to get there. You just hope realistically you get an awesome start and that the rest of the field doesn't have the same running preference as you, but you can't hope for that. So we raced both of those horses. They were really anxious to go, but now we should be able to create a horse. Spy Pageant and Silly Goose. Okay, so we're not going to get the ratings I thought. Silly Goose's rating as our broodmare, she gets a 73-72 rating for turf and dirt, and then Spy Pageant gets a 75-72 rating for turf and dirt. So look at the stamina though. Stamina is 82 for turf and dirt. Speed is not great. So like I said, I'm doing this for a long distance horse. Speed on both of these horses is 55 and below. Terrible. But the distance, if we can outlast horses in the longer races, we have a chance just based off of stamina alone. So let's go ahead and preference. Horse kind of likes to stalk. This horse likes to stalk. So that's pretty good. A long distance horse that can save stamina by stalking, as far as his running preference is concerned, we could have more than enough stamina to last. So let's go ahead and create Spy Pageant here with our broodmare, Silly Goose. So there we are looking at the ratings there. Like I said, they're both 75. Well, turf and dirt for stamina respectively for both horses is above 70, which is awesome. And we should get a decent horse. We should really get a decent horse. So neither one of them got a win. But it's all good. Let's see what we can do. All right. There's Silly Goose. There's Spy Pageant. Now they're going to merge, have a foal that's going to just be 2 years old out the gate, and it's a normal looking horse. Our 2-year-old colt, so speed rating is garbage like I figured. Stamina and turf rating for, turf and dirt rating for stamina is only 75 individually. 9 to 12 furlongs, they like to stalk. Blah, not what I wanted, or not what I thought we were getting. 70 overall. So, I mean, the stamina rating is solid, but the speed is not good at all. 9 to 12 furlongs. What are we going to call this horse? It was Silly Goose and Spy Pageant. Spy Goose? Spy Goose. That's such a goofy name, but that's kind of the point. Spy... Or Silly Spy. Actually, I think Silly Spy is much better. Hold on. Silly Spy. For our cult, I don't know. I don't know if that sounds right. Goose the Spy. I don't even know if that will all fit. Oops. Golly, I can't type. For crap. What am I doing? O-O-S-E. Goose. Actually, Goose the Spy should work. Goose the... It's gonna look weird. It's gonna like Goose the... It's gonna like Goose the Spy. Goose the Spy. We'll do it. Mask. Silly Goose, I was doing the green and yellow. I'm gonna actually do black here. The ears, we don't need ears. Perfectly fine without it. Or we have to do ears. We do. Just black. Line. Ooh, yeah, let's get some stripes in here. Green. Trademark. Just keep it black. Blinkers. Yeah, I always like the blinkers. And then shadow roll. We don't need a shadow roll. Alright, Goose the Spy, our 2-year-old colt. Let's see if we can actually put him in a race here. Goose the Spy. Okay, we'll get him in a race. You guys have been quite treated today because I was supposed to stop like 20 minutes ago, but I'm still having fun and we're getting things done. 9 to 12 furlongs, and we can race on the dirt, I mean, but that's not a good race. Let's do Arkansas. Because we don't have the speed, that's the thing. We can't just do short races. Frugal Power wants to race. We'll do that in the next video. Frugal Power, Lexington or Boston at 8 or 9 furlongs at San Francisco. Grade 2 for Frugal. I'm not really feeling these races though. Ugh. I need to race this horse relatively soon. I'm just going to go ahead and do this Yasmite. Who cares if it's not the exact horse? So we got that. Common Knight is not well. I don't know if that means the horse is sick or what. Common Knight's that speed rating. See, breeding her and Common Knight and Frugal Power. No, I just want to check the horse's statting. But oh well. Okay, let's go ahead and race our 2-year-old colt in its debut race. It's maiden. And let's see how it performs here. Oh, we're racing Frugal Power today. I didn't even realize the race was today. Well, you guys are getting even more. 2 more races and then we're done. Officially, because I've been saying that. But things have kept coming up, and I don't like keeping my horses anxious or angry because they haven't raced. So I need to get that done. Okay. So Frugal Power, our odds weren't bad today. We have a chance to win. It just depends on how our trip in the stretch goes. But we seem to be pretty comfortable right now. After how did I didn't even bump that horse? What? Thank goodness it's really quick in this game, because in Gallop Race 2004, if you bump a horse, that throws off your momentum for like the rest of the race, which it should. Most likely. More than likely. We're not going to be able to obviously have an inside trip. But we can get going on the outside hopefully soon. About at the checkpoint here. Fast pace, okay. We're still sitting blue, so Frugal Power feels good right now. That's what we want for him. So let's go ahead and just move outside, or actually, we can stay right here. Nah, this is going to be a tight squeeze, but I think we can make it happen. Can we make it happen? No, this horse to the next of us is not moving. I kind of screwed up there, because we're definitely going to pass this horse in front of us. Sorry, I had to bump you to get you out of the way. That would definitely be an inquiry. Oh, 4th place finish. I mean, I had to race dirty. Thank goodness there's no inquiries in this race, but I had to give that horse a little bump. Realistically, I would never do that under any other circumstance. But this is Gallop Racer 2000. You know, as fun of a game as it is, the realism, you kind of got to throw it out the window because there's no inquiries or anything. We got 4th place. We got 4th place. And now to race our new horse, which is Frugal Power. So, Spy Pageant is gone. I'm just editing my spreadsheet, and so is Silly Goose. So, we're going to go ahead and put Spy Goose in there. And our next race should be coming up very soon. And it is. Alright, Spy Goose. Official last race of the video. Let's see how we do. 9 to 12. The same as Frugal. So, okay, Goose the Spy. Long shots, but we are gate position 1. And we are a stalker, or closer, so we'll see what we're able to do. I'm not going to have my fingers crossed or anything, but hey, we finished better than last, and we have achieved something at least. So let's see how Spy the Goose does. Let's get a good start. Not a terrible start. Not what I would have liked. We like to just kind of chill, so let's go ahead and just dial back a little bit. My idea, obviously, with horses like this is just to outlast the field. They're going to get going in their spurts in the stretch a lot sooner. We'll get going just a tad bit later. We'll be able to catch a couple of them. That seems to be working. We're only going to get a winning finish, once we have the speed. We just don't have the speed. So despite us having a lot of stamina to outlast most of the horses in the field, we don't have the speed to really race them down as much as I would like to. If the speed factor on this horse was higher, then we'd have a chance to win. But realistically, unless we're already the favorite, it's going to be hard for us to win because we just don't have the speed that we need. So we're going to wait. We're going to wait. Okay, now we're going to go. Hopefully this inside opens up for us. And it's not. Wait, yeah it is. Yeah it is. It's not a lot of room, but it's something. Okay, we got the stamina. See, those horses, they're tiring out. They are tiring out, and we're able to catch a couple of them. But like I said, speed is always the factor. If we have speed, that's a potential winning race. But it's a better placing than not. Still just finding the best preferences as far as race course, the distance for your horse. That's the main thing. So you kind of need to try out everything. 9 furlongs on the turf and dirt, 10 furlongs on the turf and dirt. You kind of just need to go through all of them eventually, which is probably what I should be doing. So I'm going to make a note for that. Let me see. Distances tried. That way I don't continue to do the same race. I find new ones. 9 furlongs on turf. And hopefully we'll get something that actually works for us. But guys, on that note, that will do it here for this extended episode of Gallop Racer 2000. Hopefully you have enjoyed. We are in December, week 4 of December technically, so let's just go ahead and skip to get to the end of the year as we wrap up. Horse of the year was Last Earth. Best sprinter and miler was Winged Light. Best dirt horse was True Moon. Best older colt horse was Last Earth. Best 3-year-old colt, Tropical Gem. Best 2-year-old colt, Common Death. Best older filly was Wild Vegas. Best 3-year-old filly, Dear Puffy. And best 2-year-old filly, Pink Amber. Jockey ratings, we finished 8th. We only won 6 races this year. We only raced 33 times. So maybe if that number was higher, we could have gotten more wins. But 8th place, still not terrible. And yeah, it is a new year for us, and we'll have to race a couple of our horses. So yeah, Common Knight, her rating was at an 80. Now it's at a 78. It was at an 80, then it dropped to a 79. Now a 78. I'm getting a little worried. Granted, though, I just realized that these ratings don't even matter, because I guess the rating comes from where the horse is when you initially acquire it, clearly. Because when we retired Silly Goose and Spy Pageant, their ratings were... I don't think their ratings were reflected in the newer horse. It was like the ratings from when I initially acquired those horses from the start. So that's probably going to be the same case here for Common Knight and Frugal Power. But definitely when we retire these two, hopefully we get a decent horse with really good speed. So even Common Knight, even her dirt rating was an 84 with speed, and now it's dropped to a 79. So she keeps dropping. I might retire her sooner than usual, because we might need to actually look for a really, really strong horse. We only have $9,000. I mean, we can buy Ruby Dooby Doo. 7,900. Let's see. The speed and dirt are not great, and the stamina isn't great. I don't know why this horse is so expensive. The overall rating is appealing, but when you look at the individual stats, it's not great. So, yeah, like, holy soul. You look at a horse like this, 60 and 50. I mean, we need a horse with stats in the 80s and 70s for both speed and stamina overall. But so that's going to do it. Appreciate you guys' love and support as always, and we'll be back with some horse racing content on this channel. West Coast Gamer, sounds the next time. We'll have a great and fantastic day. See ya, and goodbye.